Hey family, listen, just let them. I want you to hashtag that for me. Just let them. Let me tell you a little secret. And this is what I pray that all of you will gain the strength to do. No matter how much your emotion want to do the opposite. If a person in your life refuse to give you what you deserve, accept that and move on. If a person refuse to love you, just let them. If a person, doesn't matter who a person is, doesn't matter what this person is to you, what you thought this person meant to you, we got to learn in life to have standards. We got to learn to have boundaries, and we got to stand on these boundaries. We got to learn to love ourselves. We got to learn to heal from this brokenness, all of the junk that's on the inside. We got to learn how to confront these issues. We got to identify them. We got to conquer it. If you don't identify your issues and confront these issues, you'll never conquer it. You'll never overcome it. If a person chooses to walk out of your life, just let them do it. Now, hear me out. We know you have emotional attachments to people, but negative attachment, this stuff has to go. You got to learn how to detach. When you detach from something, when you detach from people who are not good for you, that's the best decision that you can make in your life. Just let them. You think about the most detestable, horrible, mean thing, unloving, unkind thing that anybody has made a decision to do to you. What do? My God, just let them and walk away. If a person wants to leave your life, let them. Don't beg them to stay. Have some self-respect. Have some pride for yourself. A lot of you are writing in, Prophetess Nikki, I've done so much for this person. I've gave the best of my life to this person. When they needed me, I was there for them. We got to learn when to stop. We got to learn when to pour. And we need to know what ground to dig. We got to know what ground to build on. When a person keeps showing you all day long what they feel about you, family, you got to believe it. You got to believe what you see. See, that is the Lord giving you fruit, a visible fruit, which is a sign for you to see what you've been suspecting. When you suspect something that isn't right, that's the Holy Spirit telling you, you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention because something just isn't right. When your spirit is troubled, that's the Lord letting you know that something just is not right. God say, just let them. If they choose another person over you, let these people choose that person over you, family. And don't bash the person that they chose over you. Let them go. Let them choose somebody over you and go on about your merry way. Go on about your business. God say, just let them. If a person choose not to pick up the phone to call you to see how you're doing, just let them do it. And you move on. Just let them. If a person refuses to come around you, to deal with you, whatever the case may be, learn to allow what God allows. We got to learn this in life. Whatever God allows, we got to get out of the way and let God be God. We got to get out of the way and let God allow whatever he needs to allow, because whatever God is allowing, that's for our benefit. This is for our good. God say, let them. You know, sometimes people think they can do better than you. Let them. What are you going to do? Try to convince a person to stay? Try to convince a person why they shouldn't leave? If you love a person, yeah, you got to let that person know how you feel. But after that, let them go. Let them go, family. Let them. Sometimes people need to be seen. Sometimes people need to be shown that I can let you go. Let them go. If nobody ever pick up the phone to call you to see how you're doing another day in your life, let them. Let them. If it doesn't bother people who say they care about you, if it doesn't bother people that never see your presence, let me tell you all something. You listen to this. If it doesn't bother a person that they never hear your voice again, if it doesn't bother these people, if it never bothers people that they don't see your face, if it doesn't bother people, if they make a decision, I'm just not calling this person, I don't want to hear from this person, you got to let this be. You got to let this be. You can't force anybody to love you. You can't trick and twist a person's arm to love you. No, that is the spirit of witchcraft. Rebellion is as the spirit of witchcraft. But when you try to get somebody when they don't want you, when you begin to bend a person's will or try to bend a person's will, when you try to bend a person's emotions, when you try to twist a person into being who you want them to be and loving you, no, you're going to have a broken heart. Then you let that person make the choice that they're making. Let them. You know, this is some of the ways that God will free you. God see things that you and I can't see. And God hears conversation that you and I can't hear. Let these people go on about their business. This is what God wants you to know. God said, let that stuff go. Let these people go. If a person make a decision that they don't ever want to see your face again, you let them make that decision. You let them. If a person chooses anything over you, you let them choose that, whatever it is, a person, a thing, you let them make that choice. If a person decides to walk out on you and your family and your kids, knowing your situation, let them. You feel like you're going to die. You feel like you're not going to make it. Yes, you are too. You can't have your whole life wrapped up in a person. If that person walk away and leave your life, you shattered. You're done. Nobody deserves your all like that except for God. No. Let them go, family. Let them go. Let them. Whatever a person wants to do, let them. They don't want to love you, let them. Let them. Just let them. Let them. If they make a decision, I don't want anything else to do with it, just let them, family. If a person made a deal with you to do business and they recant that decision, let them make that choice. Let them make the choice. This is what this video is about today. This is what God wants you to know. This is a word that the Lord wants you to get. Not to just hear, but to really hear in your spirit and to gain an understanding. Let people make the choice that they want to make where you are concerned. Let them. Everybody got a choice. Everybody has a free will. Let these people make the decision that they need to make. Even if it breaks your heart, let them make it. You don't want to be with a person that don't want to be with you. You don't want to keep fighting for people who don't want to fight for you. Why do you want to fight for people who don't fight for you? Why do you want to keep building and that person is tearing down that foundation as fast as you're trying to build it? Why do you want to work so hard with people who are working so hard against you? This is a word for somebody today. God said, get on this channel and tell my people, let them. Let people make the choice that they need to make. Whatever choice a person wants to make toward you, you let that person make it. If you're not important enough, if a person doesn't value you enough, you let these people make the decision. And after they make it, you need to make a decision to love yourself for the rest of your life. When a person sees you loving yourself for real, don't you know you're going to attract people who will love you and honor you and value you? Yes, you will. You keep attracting buzzers. You keep attracting nothings. You keep attracting clowns in your life. You keep attracting manipulators and heartbreakers and deceivers because this is what you think you deserve. Subconsciously, back in your mind somewhere, you think you don't deserve the best. This is why a lot of people are accepting less than what they deserve, because they don't believe. They do not understand that God has better for them. They don't get it. They don't believe that they deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve the best of everything in this earth, and that includes a person. You deserve a person that will love you and put the time in for you. This could mean anything, but if a person makes a decision to leave you, you let that person leave you. If a person makes a decision to walk out on you and slam the door in your face, you let them. Don't you go running behind that person and chasing that person, making a fool out of yourself. That's not going to make them stay. And if they turn back around after you beg them, after they have treated you so poorly. See, when you beg people to stay with you, they treat you like a dog, they treat you like dirt, they laugh at you. And that gives them power, and that gives them more energy. That gives them more ammunition to keep treating you like a dirt because they know you can. God said, let them. Your heart will break. Your spirit will be crushed. And your spirit will be broken. But God's going to heal your broken spirit because he said, I draw close to those of you who are of a broken and a contrite spirit. God said, let these people leave. Because better can't come until they get out of the way. Let them leave so better can come in your direction. Thank you for tuning in today, family. Don't forget, if you're sending a donation through my Cash App or PayPal, you must put a donation or a gift. If you send it any other way, it's going to be refunded. And if you try to send it back to me again, we're going to block you from that. Please be obedient. I appreciate everything that you do on this channel. So if you don't want to send that donation by way of Cash App or PayPal, there's information in the description box of the video how you can send it. Don't forget, donation or gift is how you label your Cash App, or just don't send it, family of God. Okay? I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.